Hey everyone, so today's mail day. I got a couple things in the mail. This one's already open, just pretend like it's not open. And then I got my mystery tackle box in. So we're gonna do a short little unboxing video. The first one, these, which are from a company called BIGGMOUTHFISHIng. I order from them, I'd say quite often now. It's probably once a month that I order from them because they make really good products. I want to give a shout out to these guys because they've been nothing but friendly and kind. They've also messaged me the entire time that I've ordered lures. They let me know when it's shipping out, whenever it's going to arrive. They also support military, first responders, and all that. So definitely check them out. I'll put their link down in the bio of the video. But let's unbox what they sent me. So these are the lobster red color Craws from them. These are the green pumpkin bluegill flake. These are some finesse worms. These are probably my favorite ones that they make. These are also green pumpkin bluegill flake. Green pumpkin and bluegill flake are black and blue or natural colors work really well where I fish at down here in Louisiana. So I definitely always keep these on me. I use these on a drop shot, and I actually caught about 8 different bass, all above 3 to 4 pounds. So these are pretty solid. Ordered their royal purple color with blue flake. Really nice looking color. And then we got their slew shad. Now, we don't have a lot of white crawfish down here, at least not from what I've seen. But white is a good neutral color to use all year round because it's just a natural color. I use craws all year round too. I'm not sure what everyone's take is on them, but I use these during the winter, the spring, and the summer. These are great to put on a jig, sit there and slow roll your jig. It's good to put on chatter baits as a trailer. It's good to put on spinner baits as a trailer. The whole thing with fishing is, you know, think outside of the box with some things. I probably do a lot of things that a lot of tournament fishermen wouldn't do, but I like to switch it up. There's different ways to rig everything. I do Texas rig, Alabama rig, Carolina rig, wacky rig, chicken rig, anything that you can think of, I can use them. But I put my own spin on them. You know, I'll add spinners on them, or I'll put in like little springs to help the hook set from whenever you set the hook, you're not going to rip through your plastic. These guys' plastics though, they make them very durable. I have not had trouble with any of these plastics at all, ripping or tearing on me from one bite. These finesse worms, actually, I caught 8 bass on one worm. So, I mean, this thing lasted me for 8 bass, just one of these worms. And, you know, even if they do get a small rip in them or anything, they're long enough to where I like it to where I can just take off the end of it, and I still got one worm I can keep using instead of, oh man, I got to rip and now I got to throw it out and use another worm. Just bite off the head, put your hook back in, it's ready to go. Yeah, check these guys out though. Again, BIGGMOUTHFISHIng, that's their logo right there. They're on Instagram. I don't think they have TikTok, but definitely check them out. Like I said, they're a very great company. They also offer these in garlic or non-scented. I got all of these garlic scented. I don't usually use scent, but I know that it does help cover up your actual scent on the baits from the fish being able to smell you. Because I know that crappie will actually sit there and sniff your bait before they bite it. I don't know if bass do the same thing. I haven't witnessed any underwater footage of bass actually, you know, sniffing a bait to see if it can smell different scents or anything. But, you know, it's always good to take precautions. So check those guys out. Big shout out to those guys. Thank you guys so much for the lures. All these actually that I got was only about 24, 26 bucks. So, I mean, for that price, for these guys custom making these lures for you, and they actually, as soon as you order, they actually pour them for you and everything. To me, it's not bad. It's not a bad price at all. I don't think they're overpriced. I think they are fairly decently priced. And I am not sponsored by them, so this is not a sponsored video. This is not a video to be like, oh, they're the greatest company in the world because they pay me money. They don't pay me anything to say any of these things. These are just my honest opinions. All right, so on to the mystery tackle box, and let's see what's inside this month's box. All right, so we got some Mustad Hooks. It's 3/0 size, ultra lock soft plastic hooks. I like Mustad, it's pretty solid. Excite Reflex skipping jig. I've actually never heard of these guys, so I'm actually pretty excited to try that out. Looks like a pretty okay jig. Let's see. So this is a 3/8 ounce Reflex jig from their company. It's from Excite Baits. It is the Magic Craw color. Doesn't seem too bad. Seems like a pretty okay color, pretty natural color. I'll probably throw a Craw on that. Let's see. And we got a Googan Squad Junior Scout. I believe this is a jerk bait. Let's see. It dives 3 to 5 foot. It's 3.5 inches long. It's 3/8 ounce. It is a suspending jerk bait. Looks pretty solid. I like Googan products. I mean, if you hate on Googan, you know, y'all obviously have a problem with them. I'm not sponsored by them either, but I've used their products, and so far I'm not disappointed in them. I do understand how the younger kids is kind of a hype for them, but I'm just excited for the YouTubers that I've been watching for a long time to actually produce their own lures. So I support these guys. I do think they're kind of pricey. I'm not gonna lie. Again, they do not sponsor me or anything. This is just my honest opinion. This does look like a pretty solid jerk bait. I do know, because I work at Academy, so I do know these things go for about $7-8 a piece. So I definitely think they're up there in price. But you know, what are you gonna do? They're a newer company. They're trying to make money. So I mean, of course they're gonna be on the higher end of prices, but looks like a pretty solid jerk bait. I don't use jerk baits too much, but I'll give this one a throw. Seems pretty good, evenly weighted. It's got some rattles in there, nice color. I like it. I think it's pretty solid. Now we have, I think they're pronounced cream or creme. I never could, or actually no, these are the wrong company. So this is Big Bite Baits. So this looks like a little fluke type worm. I don't know, I've never seen any shape like that before. Kind of looks like a fluke, kind of looks like a Ned worm. It doesn't have the color, but it looks like a green pumpkin color. I don't see anything on here for their color, but pretty good for a drop shot. I will definitely be throwing that on a drop shot. All right, and then we got Ring Craw. I've never heard of these people either, by Western Scandinavia. And this is these are scented, and this is a watermelon red color. These look pretty cool too. I'll probably throw those on a jig or a Texas rig. It's kind of interesting how they're made. I don't know why they're called a craw. They're shaped more like a bug, but I mean, to each their own, I guess. And then of course you get your little, you know, pamphlets on how to use the lures, how to fish them. It tells you how much each one is worth. If that can focus. And then you also come with a little maze game and a little booklet that also tells you about tips and tricks and everything. You know, I gotta say, I'm not that impressed with this month's mystery box. Then again, I do have the bare basic one, but you know, it's not bad for the value. And I know a lot of people hate on mystery tackle box too, because they're like, oh, you know, they take cheaper lures from people and they, you know, they send them to you in a mystery tackle box and they only pay pennies on the dollar or anything. But you know, honestly, like, who cares? You know, they're providing a service where you get a mystery tackle box. You don't know what you're getting. You know, you can kind of predict a little bit, because I know they do, you know, they do technically own Googan Squad. So You know, you're always probably going to get a Googan bait, or you're always probably going to get a jig or something like that. But the thing that I like about it is that Mystery Tackle Box does do it per season. So if you're in the winter season, they're going to throw you things for winter, like jigs, jerk baits, craws, finesse. You know, you're going to get all that stuff you need for winter. If you're in spring, you're going to get your spring baits. If you're in summer, they're going to send you summer baits. You know, I think they're a pretty solid thing to do, especially if you're a beginning angler and you want to try different things. Instead of you shelling out, I mean, 40, 50 bucks at a time, you know, you could just get these once a month in the mail, and you're spending $20, $25 on a box where you get mystery things and you get to try new things. I think it's great because it definitely gives you that versatility of, you know, I've never used this bait, but I got sent it and I'm going to go ahead and use it. It's a good way to get overall skills with bass fishing. You know, a lot of guys in the bass fishing game, they get stagnant. They want to use only jigs, or they want to use only spinner baits, or they live and die by rattle traps. You know, all of that stuff works. But, you know, the whole thing with bass fishing, to me, is switch it up. If you're throwing for a couple hours, you ain't getting a bite, try something new. You know, I've gone 8 or 9 hours a day with fishing. Don't get a single bite on a jig, but I'll throw a rattle trap and I'll start getting bites. Or I won't get a single bite on spinner baits, but I'll throw a jig and I'll get bites. Or I can't get bites on either one of them, so I'll slow it down and I'll finesse. I'll do drop shotting. I'll do wacky rigging. You know, it's all about versatility with learning how to bass fish. So yeah, that was today's unboxing. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This was my first time doing an unboxing video, so I hope it went smoothly for you guys. Currently outside filming because my house is kind of small inside, so I film outside. But yeah, I'm working on getting a GoPro, so I'll have some more fishing footage to come soon as I get a GoPro. That way I can get you guys actually in the action with me, and whenever the next mystery tackle box and all my other orders come in from companies, I'll let you guys know. All right, take it easy.